We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, they go screen. This is Ingram. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. On third down, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Our first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Howard. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Wentz now to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
61, match box, fight.
They run with Howard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 40-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out.
Strong line. Strong line. Christian travel.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Hey, let's go.
Watch the run. Watch the run. First and 10. Watch 36.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
64, weak. 52, 25, check 25, check 25.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
48.
To throw is Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Slam, slam, slam. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, and complete to Zach Ertz. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
57's the mic. Check pass, check pass. 57, kill. 57's the mic.
Hey, Haywood.
Let him know.
Wentz. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Come on, D. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Wide, get wide.
Five nine.
Don't get nervous.
Go.
57.
Now Wentz again. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Hey,
check Mike 57. Mike 57. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll try to run with a J. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Wins the handoff to Ajayi, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Hey, exit.
57's the mic. Rock 57. Push him back. Push him back.
Mike's 57.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Elliott is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his, and he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
36. Line 36.
Wentz now on 1st down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Throwing now is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Elliott puts this one through. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Baltimore Ravens. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First and 10, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. To try again after the sack. Jackson, he's going to find his tight end Boyle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. And it's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, Charlie.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Benjamin Watson there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Nick Folk for the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Ricky.
Now Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He'll have a first down past the 40. There goes Mark Ingram. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first down is Brady. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Hey, go 66.
To throw again on second down. Brady nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hey, check it. Hey, my 7.
My 36. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Go Bandit.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Quick.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Let's go. Let's go.
Brady's got his guys first and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Check it.
Mike 48. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Throwing now is Brady. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 47.
Hey, echo.
48 to Mike. Yeah. You don't want none.
Hey, Alabama.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go.
Hey, wahoo.
I'm going to run you.
Go 50.
To throw is Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. A strong running. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Escape, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Jason McCourty, a safety blitz and a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now, how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And they'll get this down to the 10. Had the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. They come out here in the I. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
36, line 36. It's a party now. It's a party now. 72.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch 36. 36 the mic.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got. Hey, go 66.
36. Line 36. Come to my world.
Hey, orbit.
Come to my world.
Brady going to throw. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Brady, 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
And let's get this, get this. Line 36. Line 36.
Brady to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard. They'll run it here. This is James White, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we gonna make the 48 right now. Let's go. Not here. Check 48.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
48, come on. 48, come on. 48.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Rex Burkhead, the intended receiver there. And that'll bring up second down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check. Hatchet.
You draw quarters.
72.
Five.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
I know he ain't got it.
Mike 48.
72.
Throwing again. Brady. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Charlie.
48's the mic.
I'm coming for you. You mine. 83 win now. We're gonna make the 48 right now. Let's go.
I got one. Check.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
So again, they'll run with Ingram. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. Jackson looking to throw on third. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Jackson now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. To throw again is Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the...
There goes Mark Ingram, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Alpha.
Watch 36.
Hey, Zoo.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Mike 36. Mike 36.
They can't hang.
Hey, check it.
Watch 33.
Brady will try again on second down. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Watch 36.
Now Brady. And that will be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Alert.
Watch 36.
Hey, Delta. All right, here we go. Wait for the end.
The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. Caught by the tight end Watson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
You.
On first down, Brady. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Turnover that just got him the football back. Obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Ingram again. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 31-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They toss to Ingram. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Now it's Ingram. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And that will get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And if the late touchdown wasn't bad enough, now they're going to go for 2. So sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here. They'll try and throw for it. Well, we saw action to the final whistle in this one. Not only the touchdown at the end to add to their lead, then they tried to put more on top of the two-point conversion but didn't get it.
That's someone that wants to win and by as many as possible. They don't get the two-point conversion to add on top, but just the idea of going for it with that type of a lead already.